welcome again. Today I'm gonna talk about a very important subject that everybody's keep on asking about, which is how can we get our teeth whitening, or we need a less degree of the color of our teeth. Well, here I'm going to define it, and I'm telling you why your tooth looks like this, and I'm going to talk about the reasons why you have discoloration of your teeth. What is the teeth whitening? Teeth whitening is the removal of the discoloration from your teeth. But in order to remove the discoloration, we need to know why there is a stains or discoloration of your teeth. There are two reasons for that, whether extrinsic reasons or causes or intrinsic causes. Extrinsic causes, it means they come from outside, not from the inside of your tooth. It's just because of the outside factors that have changed the color. Intrinsic causes, it means it happens from the inside of the tooth. So, for example, intrinsic causes is just when the tooth is erupting or still under completing to ripening. Maybe your mom, when she was pregnant, she was prescribed by a medication. This medication is called tetracycline. Tetracycline is a wide spectrum of antibiotics. It's used to treat a lot of infection. So if a pregnant woman took this medication, the chances of her child to have stains in their teeth is really high. So that's the first reason. The second reason of have intrinsic causes is that there is a damage in the pulp. I already talked about the pulp and I explained what does that mean. If there is a bleeding from inside of your tooth, it means this is a reason that causes a discoloration of the tooth. Trauma, maybe root canal treatment that I explained before, it causes discoloration. Another reason for that is called the fluoridosis. If you're a child and when you brush your teeth, you like to swallow the toothpaste. Having too much fluoride in your body, in the age between once you start to brush when you're 1, 2 years old until you're 8, when your teeth is trying to complete its eruption, this might cause a discoloration, which is the fluoridosis. That's the intrinsic factors. The extrinsic factors is because of the food that you eat, the beverage, your lifestyle. There's a direct contact with discoloration agents. For example, smoking. If you are a smoker and there is a picture of the stains that causes from intrinsic and extrinsic causes. The color is changed. The dentist once looks at your tooth can determine what is its intrinsic or extrinsic causes. So the bleaching is different according to the cause. So before that, maybe you don't have any problem, you don't have any stains, but you need your teeth to get even whiter. So what can tell me why these people look like their teeth are really, really white? Mostly it's because of genetic reasons. Your skin color and your genetically is how your family, they used to have their teeth, they're white, you are going to have the same. What determines the color of your teeth is the thickness of the enamel and the dentin structures that I already talked about. How thick they are, what is the quality of your enamel and dentin, it determines the degree of your tooth. So now we have understand how the teeth can be white, why they are white, and what causes discoloration. Now, what are the techniques that I have to get my teeth whitening? I have two techniques. The first technique is you take the bleach with you at home and use it. But there are some instructions I need to tell you about before that, and I will tell you the side effect of each process. The first way that I'm talking about is when you are going to have home bleaching. So the home bleaching is that we have to take an impression for your teeth to know exactly where is the gum lines. How can we give you a mold, a tray that really fits your teeth in a perfect way? So for each patient, there is a different tray. We cannot use your brother or your wife or your sisters or whatever. Each one has his own tray. Now, how can this be done? I said we are going to send it to the lab, and then I will provide you with a bleaching syringe, after you have so this is the tray that I'm talking about. It's really comfortable. You're not going to feel any discomfort because it just really fits your teeth. So you are going to place one dot from on each tooth. Then you place this on your teeth. Okay. How long shall you keep it? You have to get this treatment for 2 weeks to get the first 5 days. You're not going to feel any change in colors, but with days pass by, you are going your teeth whiter. How many hours you have to keep this tray in your mouth? Well, it depends on the concentration of the substance. But before I talk about the concentration of the substance, I should know what is the chemicals inside this bleaching kit, the bleaching syringe. There's 2 chemicals that we use, which is the hydrogen peroxide and the carbamide peroxide. Both are good agents for getting your teeth whiter, but now they prefer to use, studies have shown that using the carbamide peroxide is more effective than the hydrogen peroxide and causes less sensitivity, because one of the major problems that you are going to face is having the sensitivity. So your teeth sensitivity is going to be affected about the concentration of this chemical that I've mentioned in the syringe. If you're using a 10% concentration, which is the least of the carbamide peroxide, it's not going to cause a lot of sensitivity. It will have some sensitivity, but it's not going to be long. But the duration you have to put the tray on is between 6 to 8 hours. This is what you have to put it while you sleep. So if you're increasing the concentration, let's say it's 15% the concentration of the chemicals, then you have to put the tray on for 4 to 6 hours. If the concentration is 20%, which causes really high sensitivity, the time that you should put on the trays is between 2 to 4 hours. So it's your decision, but I recommend you get the least concentration so you avoid the sensitivity. Another way of getting your teeth whiter is in dental office, in the dental clinic. We have a machine which is laser whitening. We are going to use, this technique has its own drawbacks, but still in some occasions it's really good. If you have an occasion, if you're going to be a bride within like 2 days, if you have an occasion and celebration and you really need your teeth to be whitened in a very short time, you don't have 2 weeks time for your home bleaching, then you have to get the dental clinic bleaching. So we use these lasers. We are going to get the same material, which is the carbamide peroxide or the hydrogen peroxide. We place it in your teeth. Then we are going to expose the light on it. Within an hour, 1 hour and a half, you will get the white that you're looking for, but it might cause more sensitivity. The thing is why we need to don't use, there are like a lot of products. For example, the stripes, the whitening stripes. These whitening stripes, I don't really recommend them because once you place them over your teeth, there's no protection between the gum and the tooth. And this material, the hydrogen peroxide or the carbamide peroxide, is really irritating to your gum. So you might have really pain and you might damage or injure your gum, and you don't want that. So they cannot give you the protection that you can get by using the trays, the home bleaching, or in dental office. Then they are expensive so the same money that you're going to spend on the stripes, you can get the home bleaching. And the thing is, the trays can last with you forever, like at least, not forever, maybe if you're not extracted a tooth or something, maybe 1 to 2 years, you're gonna keep them. But the stripes finish 1 use, then you throw them in the bin, it's expensive So these are the 2 ways of the teeth whitening, whether in dental or in home. I told you what's the benefit of each. And as I always say, prevention is way better than a cure. You're going to, if you're being away from the causes, like stop smoking, drinking too much food, a beverage, or eating food that has stains. Yeah, for example, when you drink coffee or tea, too much of them, they cause teeth discoloration. But I didn't say don't drink them, but once you drink them, you have to brush. And if you're outside, like in a cafeteria or something, a restaurant with your friends, and you don't really have your toothbrush with you, so get a water, drink it after you sip your coffee, after you finished it, get your water, gargle with it, and swallow it. This way, just you kind of cleanse your mouth, and you don't leave any stains on your teeth. So there are some home remedies that a lot of people use for getting their teeth whiter, which is I don't really recommend them because they're abrasive. What do? People, they use sometimes the coal, they use lemon, they use salt, and they put the salt or the coal in their toothbrush, and they start to brush their teeth really aggressively to remove the stains. Well, at the same time, it causes harmful effects on your enamel. So you are going to get sensitive, brittle enamel teeth, so you don't want that. Well, I heard like some remedies, and it's not really approved yet, but I think it has no side effects, which is like the use of the peel of the banana, the inside of the banana. It has potassium, magnesium, and fibers, which is like really healthy minerals for your teeth. So once you just rub them against your teeth, it might give you some whitening. It's not approved yet, but it's not harmful as it is if you're using the vinegar, if you're using the lemon, if you're using the coal, which is really bad. Because this acidity of the lemon or the vinegar, it just causes your enamel to be more brittle and more sensitive, so you are going to get your teeth to become less immunity or less immunized to the germs. That was about the teeth whitening. I hope I was beneficial. You could get some benefits from my tips today. Thank you for watching, and please don't hesitate if you have any questions about how can you get your teeth whiter, don't hesitate to ask. And thanks again for watching. See you next.